In the 1970s, when people were eating chaff and wild vegetables and even gnawing on tree bark, you had to sell everything you owned just to scrape together 200 yuan for a bride price. But on your one day, your fiancée eloped with her lover. While everyone was pressuring you to go to her family and demand an explanation, you actually felt relieved and happy, as the huge weight had been lifted off your shoulders. In your previous life, on the day you were supposed to get married, you found out your fiancé had run away. In a fit of rage, you tracked down the cheating couple and beat them up. You beat the man with a stick, and as for the woman, you forced yourself on her. For decades, your wife held a grudge. She secretly had a sterilization operation, leaving you unable to hold your head up in the village. Now, a 2025 car accident returns you to your engagement day. As soon as Liao Chuang comes to his senses, he immediately turns and calls the party home.
Let's go, we're heading back. I'm not getting married anymore.
As soon as Du Lide heard this, he panicked.
Chuan, you can't leave. Xiao Wan just got confused for a moment. It must be that guy Pang who tricked my daughter.
Ha, Dulide really isn't having a good day today. We'll leave at dawn.
Bro, are we really just going to let this go? They're basically shitting on our heads now.
We can't just let it go. But right now, something more important.
After Chuan took the wedding party home, Du Lide was still standing there, enduring the gossip and finger-pointing from the neighbors, so angry his face turned green.
Bro, go and drag that disgraceful money loser back here for me.
When Chuang got home, what should have been a lively wedding banquet was now dead silent. His father, Li Xuechen, sat at the door with a dark expression, and standing next to him was his sharp-faced stepmother. Seeing Chuan lead the group into the yard, the woman sneered, spat on the ground, and turned to go back inside.
You useless coward. Your wife got snatched away and you just come back without even making a sound. Enough with the excuses, go get that woman inside to come out. Since all the relatives are here, let's settle this face to face today.
Li Xuechen was furious he heard and was about to speak, but the woman grabbed him.
We agreed from the start, once you married, the family would split. I don't care if the marriage worked or not, since the money spent, you must accept it.
Brother, you're back.
A girl in her early teens quickly walked over, interrupting the conversation. Behind her, she held the hand of a 5-year-old girl. Seeing these two girls, Chuang felt a sharp pain.
Don't be afraid, your brother's here. I want to split from the family and live with my younger brother.
What did you say?
Uncle Li Xuechen stood up, unable to contain his anger, and glared at Li Xuechen.
So it's my nephew who wants to split the family. This was your idea.
Li Xuechen stepped back, losing the imposing attitude he had lecturing Chuang.
This is a matter for our own household. Even if you're the eldest brother, it's not your place to interfere.
Qiao Fengyun stepped forward, unafraid. When he married into the family, if Li Xuechen hadn't stopped him, he would have kicked the Chuang and the others out.
Uncle, splitting the family is my own decision.
Chuang, you're being foolish.
Uncle, I know you've always been good to us brothers, and I remember it. But if we don't split the family, my siblings and I can't live like this.
In his previous life, Chuang and his younger brother worked hard, but all their wages went to Qiao Fengyun. His brother became disabled because they lacked medical funds. And then there's the third brother, who died unmarried. Because of this, Chuang felt guilty his whole life.
Alright, Uncle knows you're a kid with your own ideas. Let's split the family, then.
Li Xuechen gathered relatives to witness.
Second brother, Chuang and Tianliang are your sons. Even if you split the family, give them 200 to set up household. And the grain should be divided per person.
As soon as she heard she had to give money and grain, Qiao Fengyun started throwing a fit again.
You want money and grain over my dead body.
Seeing this, Li Xuechen ignored Qiao Fengyun and turned to Li Xuechen.
Let me tell you, whether it's your real dad or your stepmom, both have the duty to provide for you. If they don't take care of you, that's abandonment, and you can go to jail for that.
When Qiao Fengyun heard Li Xuechen mention jail, she immediately wilted.
Chuan, do you have anything else to add?
Uncle, we'll do whatever you say.
Chuang, take care of your younger siblings and live a good life. If anything comes up, call me at the village committee.
Thank you, Uncle. I need your help. You work at the city steel mill.
What kind of scheme are you cooking up, kid? You better not get involved in any shady business.
Of course not. Even if I'm not afraid of being sent to a study class, I'd still worry about dragging you down with me. I have to find a way to make money faster. With just the work points my brother and I earn, when would we ever be able to build a house?
Let me think of a solution for this first. You better not go sneaking around and doing anything on your own. And what about the Du family? What are you planning to do about that?
Uncle, you can't force a relationship, but since the marriage didn't work out, we still need to settle the accounts properly.
Alright, I'll go with you to settle things with Du Lide in a bit.
As Li Xuechen spoke, he looked up at the leaky roof, then at the few half-grown kids, and felt a pang of heartache. Sigh, what are you all going to do in the future?
Uncle, you don't have to worry. I'll take care of things from now on.
Brother, I'm here.
At this moment, Xiao staggered over, speaking weakly and without much energy. He'd only had a bowl of rice soup since morning, and thought he'd get a good meal today since his big brother was getting married.
I'll make something for you right now, brother. Xiaorong, go to the supply and marketing cooperative and get a bottle of soy sauce. Use the rest of the money to buy some snacks that don't require ration tickets.
All right, big brother.
Back in the house, while Chuang cooked and chatted with Li Xuechen about family matters, he suddenly heard Xiao Wu crying. He quickly got up and saw his stepmother's daughter and his younger sister fighting. The two saw Li Rong and Xiao Wu carrying snacks, and without a word, started grabbing.
What are you doing? Let go right now.
Hearing this, Li Shuzhen and Li Shufen both looked at a Chuang, but neither of them stopped what they were doing.
Qiao Fengyun, these are your own daughters. If you won't discipline them, I will.
Qiao Fengyun's two girls are greedy and lazy. They bullied Li Rong and Xiao Wu, and the Chuang was fed up. Hearing the commotion, Qiao Fengyun rushed over.
If you dare lay a finger on my daughters, just try me.
Before she could finish, a Chuang slapped Li Shuzhen in the face.
I'll fight you to the end.
I'm going all out with you.
Chuang instantly took a step back, and Qiao Fengyun fell flat on her face like a dog eating dirt.
After all your training, are you just going to stand there and watch your son bully me?
Father Li Shuajing stood at the doorway, just glaring angrily at Chuang. Big brother Li Shuajuan was still there, too timid to say a word.
Go back inside. I'll cook some meat for you all.
Chuang took his two younger sisters back inside to cook, completely ignoring Xiao Fengyu who was making a scene. He tossed the 2 gene of meat their uncle had given them into the pot and started stir-frying. Before long, the aroma of the meat wafted out into the courtyard. Li Shufen took a deep breath in the yard, savoring the smell.
Nana, Mom, Xiao Wu's family is eating meat. I want to eat some too.
Eat what? Get back inside. Xiao Fengyun was so angry at her greedy daughter that she could barely contain herself.
Brother, this meat smells so good.
Huh, we should thank Uncle. When I start making money, I'll let you eat as much as you want. Hee hee, thank you, Uncle. Really? Brother, really, our family's days are only going to get better and better from now on.
After dinner, Li Shuajuan got ready to take Chuang to settle the score with Du Lai.
At dawn, go tell your 3rd and 4th uncles so they can go to Du Lai's house together. Okay, uncle, I'll go right now.
Soon after, Chuang and the group arrived at the resort entrance, looking fierce. A crowd gathered.
Their resort has really made a name for itself because of incidents like this.
Isn't that right? That Du family's daughter really has no shame, running off with someone at such a young age.
Du Lai heard the Li family had come. After her daughter's actions, she was too embarrassed to face anyone.
You're here, but let's not go inside. Whatever needs to be said, just say it right here.
Hearing this, Du Lai's face stiffened. He knew reputation was ruined.
Bring that disgraceful thing out here for me.
As soon as the words were spoken, a woman was dragged out by 2 men, her hands tied with hemp rope.
I've brought back the Gene Scholar. Do whatever you want, beat her, kill her, it's up to you. Lied, hurry up and untie her. We're here today to resolve things. There's no need for this marriage talk to turn us into enemies, right? Shuajuan, what are you saying? I've already brought her back, so why can't this be settled?
Chuang's 3rd uncle, Li Shuagong, stepped forward and pointed Du Lai.
Du Lai, you've had some nerve saying that. Your daughter ran off with a man. Who knows if she's still pure? Miley family doesn't want secondhand goods like that.
How can you talk like that? Slandering my daughter's reputation, I'll fight you over this.
Her mother, go back inside. Don't make trouble out here.
Duan's mother was startled by Du Lai's shout. She went inside.
Shua Jin, I swear, nothing happened between Warner and that man. There's no need to say more. This marriage is too much for Miley family to hope for. Chuang, do you have anything else to say?
Chuang looked at Duan, kneeling, and said angrily.
Duan, if you don't want to marry me, I won't force you. But what did I ever do to offend you? Why would you elope with another man on our wedding day and make me the laughingstock of the whole village?
Duan knew she was in the wrong, so she didn't say a word.
With things turning out like this, there's no point in talking about the marriage anymore.
If you want to hit or scold me, do as you please. Just don't call off the engagement.
They say a melon forced off the vine isn't sweet.
As words left his mouth, men rushed an outside door.
Pan Binxin.
As soon as Duan saw Pang Bingxin, the dullness in her eyes instantly lit up.
You bastard, how dare you come to my house? Get him out of here.
Hearing this, Du Lai's nephew grabbed a stool and was about to smash it at Pang Bingxin. If you have something to say, sit down and talk. Don't use your fists.
Du lied, your family affairs are none of our business. If you want to fight to the death, that's up to you. But first, let's settle a Chuang's account. 3rd and 4th brother, you were there when the betrothal gifts were given. You know how much a Chuang gave. Big brother, I have a record here, every expense is clear. The betrothal gifts, plus the 3 stages, add up to 400 yuan. Do you agree? HM. Shuajin, there's no room for negotiation.
Li Shuajuan laughed coldly and looked at Pang Bingxin and Duan, holding each other. Following Li Shuajuan's gaze, Du Lai saw his daughter in someone else's arms. Du Lai raged. Without a word, he raised the rattan cane and lashed it at them.
I know I've brought shame to the family, but do you really have to force me to die?
After Duan finished speaking, she looked pleadingly at Chuang, begging him bitterly.
And Chuang, I've never liked you. I'm begging you, please let me go.
Truly shameless, talking about liking girl. How can you say this face?
Du Li's daughter really is like Bai Miangzi.
Exactly. Who even knows if she's still a proper girl? Now she's making promises in front of everyone like this.
Every word from the villagers felt like a knife stabbing into Du-won.
Letting you go is fun, but you have to return all the bride price I gave to the Du family back then.
Isn't it just 400 bucks? Serves you right. As soon as Pang Bingxin spoke, Chuang reached out his hand asking for the money.
You pay? Pay up.
I don't have it right now, but I'll definitely give it to you when I do. If you're a real man, don't make things hard for Du-won.
If you don't have money, why act tough? Am I not giving you enough respect?
What right do you have to hit people?
I'm not going to waste words with you. If you don't return the bride price, I'll go to the police.
Du-Light heard, scared, hurried back into the house, grabs cash, handed to Li Xuejuan.
This is the bride price. We're even, right? Even. But to marry your daughter, we family booked a banquet, so how do we deal with that loss? Juan, what do you think? Lao Si, how much did you spend? Speak up. Including dishes and meat, 300 yuan total.
Before he finished, Du-won's mother ran out, plopped, slapped her thighs, wailing.
You won't let us live. Your Li family is trying to drive our whole family to death. There's no justice in this world.
Get back inside. Haven't you embarrassed us enough already?
Seeing that Du-won's mother was about to make an even bigger scene, Du-Light shot her a glare, forcing her to go back inside.
Chuan spent quite a bit of money on the wedding banquet. Now that the bride is gone, we can't just let Chuan take the loss. Jin, I admit this debt, but asking me to come up with 300 yuan right now, you're really putting me in a tough spot. If you don't have the money, then give us something else instead.
Li Xuejuan pointed to logs in the yard. He'd noticed the fir wood upon entering. It was for Chuang and his brother to build a house.
These few logs of yours definitely aren't worth 300, but I'll take them as payment for the banquet.
Du-Light wanted to refuse right away, but he really couldn't come up with the money.
Alright, they're yours now.
Du-Light agreed. Li Xuejuan ordered logs carried away. After the group left, Du-Light looked at the empty courtyard. Their family lost face. Furious, he yelled at Du-won.
It's all your fault, you money-losing troublemaker. Get out of my sight.
While the Du family was in chaos, Chuang, out of this arranged marriage, lay on his bed feeling at ease. The next morning, Chuang got up early breakfast.
Little grain remained, but fortunately, autumn harvest was near. Once crops were in, they'd get their share.
Soon, Chuang served breakfast. Though corn porridge, his younger siblings ate satisfaction.
Chuan, I have to head back to the city in a bit. Here, take this.
Uncle, as long as we can get the bride price money back, that's enough. You have a family to support, I can't take your money.
If I tell you to take it, then just take it.
Li Xuejuan saw Chuang wouldn't take the money, so he put it directly on the table. Chuang escorted Uncle Li Xuejuan to the village.
Good kid, you don't need to walk me. Go home and look after your younger brother and sister. Wait for news my job, don't act rashly.
Don't worry, Uncle.
Chuang said it, but deep down he didn't really agree.
I still have to figure something out. I'll make a trip to Haicheng and find a way to earn some money.
Other people get reborn with a system or a magical space, but you came back with nothing at all, flat broke, empty-handed. After the family split, you took on the burden of supporting everyone. With your younger siblings, you barely scraped together enough for each meal. So, you decided to try your luck hunting in the mountains alone. Bro, I want to go into the mountains with you. No, you stay home and look after two sisters. I'll be back soon, brother. I heard there are wolves in the mountains. Please don't go, Xiao Wu. Be good. I promise I'll be careful, and tomorrow you'll all get to eat meat. Chuang headed straight into the mountains without looking back. Reaching the foot of the mountain, Chuang followed the forest edge deeper in and quickly found a good spot to set a pit trap. This spot looks pretty good. If I'm lucky, maybe I'll get a pheasant. Chuang wandered the mountain and suddenly spotted 2 apricot trees. If I don't catch anything today, at least I can bring these apricots back for Xiao Wu. Suddenly, a rubbing sound came from nearby. Chuang became alert, looking in the direction of the noise, only to see 2 big, fat wild boars walking this way. Damn! At that moment, Chuang, up in the tree, didn't dare to breathe, afraid he might startle the wild boars. Luckily, after the 2 boars drank, they turned and headed back to the mountains. Once sure the boars wouldn't return, Chuang jumped from the tree. That was close. If I had a gun, I could have taken those 2 boars. It's not safe to stay here any longer. I'd better go back and check if the traps caught anything. Chuang made his way to the trap. He picked up the animal trap and took a look. Hey, there really was something. Although this wild rabbit is a bit small, it looks to be about 4 or 5 gene. At least now I have something to show Xiao Wu. Chuang picked up the wild rabbit and was about to head back to the village when he suddenly felt a chill. Boar charge. This wild boar was even bigger than the ones he ran into earlier. Seeing this, he quickly dodged to the side, narrowly avoiding the boar's charge. Right after, there was a huge crash, striking gold. Chuang watched as the wild boar crashed into a tree. Luckily, he dodged in time, otherwise, he became the boar's meal. Getting hit by a wild boar that size, you'd be lucky to survive, let alone come out unscathed. Once the boar recovered, it charged at Chuang again, but before it could reach him, it fell right into a pit trap he had set up. Damn, this isn't my fault. Chuang snapped back to senses, picked up a big rock, and hurled it at the wild boar. Instantly, the boar howled. Take that, fat pig. After repeated hits, the wild boar struggled a while longer before quieting down. A Chuang was exhausted. He sat, staring at the boar in the pit, and only then felt scared looking back. I just reincarnated yesterday, and almost lost my life in the mountains. After resting, a Chuang cut some branches and covered the pit. When he got back to the village, a Chuang went to his third uncle Li Shuagong's house. Bro. The one who opened the door was Li Shuagong's second son, Tianhong. When he saw it was a Chuang, he turned his head to call out, but Chuang quickly hushed him. Don't shout, let's talk inside. Because of all the commotion, Li Shuagong and Shi Shulin were both woken up. Ko, what are you doing up in the middle of the night? As soon as Li Shuagong saw the machete in a Chuang's hand, he guessed what had happened. You little rascal, do you have a death wish? Going up the mountain at night, there are wolves or tigers and leopards up there. Third uncle, get Tiancheng and come with me, quick. A 400-pound wild boar fell into the pit I dug. Hearing this, Li Shuagong looked shocked. He was a skilled hunter and often went up the mountain to dig traps. It's really a wild boar. Third uncle. Bring rope and pole. Hurry and bring it back. Alright, Tiancheng, hurry up. The three of them grabbed their tools and headed up the mountain. A Chuang led the two of them to the trap. Seeing the wild boar, already stone dead, Li Shuagong couldn't help but gasp in shock. Wow, this wild boar must weigh at least 400 jin. Did you kill it yourself? Did it hit you? No, I dodged out of the way. A Chuang made it sound easy, but Li Shuagong could already guess how dangerous it must have been. A Chuang, you really shouldn't be coming up the mountain in the middle of the night anymore. If something happened to you, what would your younger brother and sister do? It's been years since anyone's heard of wild boars on the mountain. Who would have thought I'd run into one? No time to talk. The group tied the wild boar, and the three pulled with all their strength. After working, they hauled the boar up. Ko, what are you planning with such a big wild boar? Let's take it back. Our families have a share, and the rest to the village. That works. After resting for a bit, the three of them staggered back to the village carrying the wild boar. Afraid of drawing attention, they didn't stop to rest at all on the way back. When younger female cousins heard they caught a wild boar, they gathered to watch, practically drooling to take a bite. It's hot, so we need to boil water and butcher the boar quickly. Yeah, that's right, they started boiling water to scald the boar's bristles, which were as tough as armor. It took them until dawn to finish cleaning everything up. Chuang, who was the best with a knife, cut off the choicest parts and took over 30 jin home. Uncle, auntie, we still have to work later, so I'll head back first. But instead of going home, Chuang headed up the mountain. Just now, he suddenly remembered something. In his previous life, the person who did best in the village, Mary Ji, got rich overnight because she found gold in the mountains. She went from being dirt poor to wealthy in a flash, though this rumor was never actually confirmed. If I want my younger siblings and me to have a good life, I can't do it without money. Whether the rumor is true or not, I must check it out.
Anyone who's bought gold knows 1 gram is worth thousands of yuan. In the 1970s, a man dug up a box of pure gold to yuan pens, becoming a multimillionaire. Now, given a second chance, you decide to find the treasure. Relying on memory, you locate the area. As dawn approaches, a Shuang digs. He's dug a meter deep. With a crisp snap, something is revealed. It's a gold ingot weighing 2 taels. A whole box this size would attract attention. He needs to wait. The Chuang put the gold ingot back, restored everything, and carried his hoe down the mountain. The rumors were true. The Ma family got rich because of him in his previous life. Now, this fortune is mine. When he got home, a Chuang saw smoke rising from the chimney. Tianliang, did you make breakfast? Brother, why are you just getting back? Big sis is here, she made breakfast. As Li Tianliang finished speaking, their eldest sister, Li Chui, walked out. Seeing his big sister again. A sharp pain shot through a Chuang's chest. In his previous life, as soon as their stepmother moved in, she kicked him out the very next day. His big sister had taken care of him, and because of that, she didn't get married until she was 27. Even after getting married, her mother-in-law made her life miserable, and her husband was a total mama's boy. Big sis, why are you back? You haven't even finished your postpartum recovery yet. What could be more important than your health?
I'm fine. Just tell me, how did the wedding fall through?
Duan doesn't want to be with me. There's no need for us to cling on shamelessly.
What are you talking about? The Du family eager. How did it become us clinging?
Sis, it's not worth getting angry. From now on, let's just live our lives well. There will come a time when the Du family regrets it.
That's right, let's live well and make that vixen die of envy. Let me ask you, why did you split up the family?
Before Chuang could answer, his younger brother Li Tianliang interjected. If we don't split, my big brother and I will work ourselves to the bone for the woman.
Well, maybe it's for the best. All the hardship and exhaustion always fell on you two brothers, and you never got any of the benefits.
Someone shouted from the courtyard.
Is a Chuang home? Why is he here? Chuang, since you're here, I'll go open the door.
Big sis, when did you get back? I'm here to talk to Chuang for a bit.
I just got here this morning. If you have something to say, just say it. We'll have to head to work soon, and Chuang hasn't even had breakfast yet.
No rush, you two eat first. We can talk later. I'll head out.
Zhuang Weiwei left. Li Chui closed the door seriously.
Chuang, what's going on?
Who knows what's going on?
It's not like Zhuang Weiwei and I are talking about it.
You'd better keep your distance from her. Every man in the village has had something going on with her mother. How good could the daughter she raised be?
Big sis, you can put your mind at ease. That's just not possible.
Where's the meat?
Xiao Wu, third uncle's place. Eat as much as you want.
Haha, there's really going to be meat to eat.
A Chuang, third uncle's family isn't well off either. Take this money and give it to third uncle for food expenses.
Sis, it's not what you think. Yesterday, I was planning to try my luck in the mountains to see if I could find wild chickens or rabbits. But as luck would have it, a wild boar fell into the pit I dug. We left the wild boar at third uncle's place, and tonight everyone can eat together.
It's so dangerous for you to go up the mountain in the middle of the night. What if something happened to you? What would they do when morning comes?
I got it, sis. Let's eat. As the Chuang spoke, he gave Li Tianliang a look. Yeah, big sis. Let's eat.
Don't blame me for nagging, but you all need to take good care of yourselves. I'll head back in a bit.
Don't go. We're having stewed meat tonight. You can't leave yet. Tomorrow I'll take you back, and I can bring a cart of salt to the village while I'm at it. Li Chui still wanted to say something, but a Chuang didn't give him a chance at all. He called out to Li Tianliang and headed out to work. The two brothers were walking toward the threshing ground when Zhuang Weiwei suddenly appeared.
A Chuang, wait. I have something to say.
If I don't agree, he'll never let it go. Go say it.
Tianliang, to the threshing ground. I'll come after talking with your brother.
Why are you supporting me, huh? Bro, ignore him, let's go. Li Tianliang, don't forget what Li Chui said. Zhuang Weiwei's mom isn't decent, so how could she raise a good daughter? Tianliang, you go ahead, I'll be right there. Since Big Brother has spoken, Li Tianliang left, looking back every few steps. Can we talk now?
I just want to ask you, is it true that your engagement with Du-Wan is really off?
Yeah, it's off. Hearing this, Zhuang couldn't help but purse her lips, the corners of her mouth curling up uncontrollably.
So, what do you think of me?
Words out, Chuang was stunned.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is it because of my mom that you look down on me too, Zhuang Wei?
Because of her mother, Wei had endured cold stares. All the girls in the village were married, except her. No one wanted her. So she decided to find a guy in the village herself. Zhuang Weiwei set her sights on Chuang. She believed that if she could marry Chuang, no one would look down on her.
Not suitable. Why isn't it suitable? Make yourself clear.
Many people are heading to the Chang family courtyard. Seeing them together, people cast strange looks. Chuang noticed more people gathering and didn't want to get tangled, so he quickly refused, saying, "Your grandmother is my grandaunt, we're relatives. I need to get to work now."
What kind of relatives are they? I've heard same surname people can't marry, and close relatives can't. Does this count as close relatives?
After Chuang left, Zhuang Weiwei was still standing there, puzzled. Luckily, I was quick-witted. Chuang thought as he arrived at the worksite. Li Tianliang came over right away. Bro, what did that woman say to you? Kids shouldn't be so nosy.
Hey!
Words left his mouth. The village committee's loudspeaker blared.
Last night, Chuang hunted a wild boar. He handed it to the village. The meat will be distributed to everyone. Each household, collect your share of pork at the village committee.
That Chuang kid is something. He took down a 400-pound wild boar. I've said it, the young folks in our village are something, tough and capable. Ni Xuechun, your son caught a wild boar and handed it over without telling you first. Isn't that disrespectful to you?
Just now, matchmakers praised him for having a good son. But hearing Qiao Fengyun, Li Xuechun's face soured. After the broadcast, the team leader assigned today's tasks. Everyone, hang in there, autumn harvest begins in 2 days. Today's main job is to level out ridges and ditches. When rice is harvested, dried, and bundled, transported onto ridges. Chuang and his brother received assignments, shouldered shovels, follow the team when Li Tiancheng called out.
Chuang, wait a second.
Dad, what is it?
So you still remember I'm your dad? Come with me.
If you have something to say, just say it. If I can't finish today's task, are you going to make up the missing work points for me?
You little brat, let me ask you. Why did you hand in the wild boar you caught without telling me?
We've already split up the family. Why should I discuss everything with you?
Forgotten where you came from? You're old man.
Oh, you're my old man. Then are you going to pay for my bride price when I get married? And when are you going to build us a new house? Chuang fired off these questions one after another, leaving Li Xuechun completely dumbfounded. Big brother, what are you and Chuang doing?
Third and fourth brothers, you be the judge. This brat shot wild boar and handed it in without discussing it with me. Does he see me as his father?
How could he not see you? Come over to my place tonight for some meat. If Chuang hadn't mentioned it, I wouldn't have bothered to invite you. If you don't want to come, then forget it.
Why shouldn't I come? My son shot it. The rest of the meat doesn't have to go to Sunli, right? Third brother, can your second sister-in-law come for some meat?
My second sister-in-law died a long time ago. She's lying up on the hill. If you dare let that fox spirit come to my house, don't even think about stepping through my door.
In the 1970s, when food was scarce, you risked your life to hunt a wild boar in the mountains, then gave it to the villagers. Your wicked stepmother, jealous, egged your father on to keep the boar.
Chuang, you can't hand over this wild boar. Our family struggles to put food on the table, and you're playing the good guy.
Ha, don't forget, we've already split up the family.
Chuang called his brother, went up the mountain. Once there, the two brothers checked the traps and snares.
Good, how come there's nothing here? Did you really think you could catch a wild boar every day?
Chuang grabbed grass and approached Li Tianyang.
Do you know what this is? Of course I do, isn't it tiger grass? Bro, why are you digging this up? I need it. Don't tell anyone about this. Uncle Tua found me a job, but I don't know the details yet. These Chinese herbs might be able to make us some money.
The two brothers worked until dark, then carried their bulging sacks down the mountain. Reaching the gate, they heard Xiao Fenyin scolding.
I was blind to end up with a useless loser. Can't keep your sons in line.
Hearing this, the two brothers exchanged a glance, guessing that it must be because they didn't call Xiao Fenyin to share the wild boar meat, so she was throwing a fit here.
When it gets light, forget about him, we'll just leave.
As the two brothers were about to return, Xiao Fenyin ran out, sat down, and slapped her thighs while cursing.
I can't go on. Why is life miserable?
Hearing this, Li Shuochen came out, and the neighbors, seeing what was happening, started talking among themselves.
Xiao Fenyin, what's with the scene? You never rest.
Who's bullying you? It'd be good enough if you didn't bully others. Chuang, if you consider me your father, then let your stepmother and the others go have some meat too.
Hearing meat, Xiao Fenyin immediately sat up.
I keep dreaming.
Seeing that Chuang was firm in his attitude, Xiao Fenyin threw herself on the ground again, wailing and howling, but Chuang ignored her this time. That evening, every household that got a share of the meat was filled with the aroma of cooking, except for Xiao Fenyin's family, who had nothing to eat. Meanwhile, at Li Shuigong's house, dozens of people stared eagerly at a big iron pot stewing a wild rabbit and 30 jin of pork.
Mom, why isn't the meat done yet? What's taking so long? Let it simmer a bit longer. That's how it gets really tasty.
As Shu Shulin spoke, she lifted the lid, and the house was filled with aroma.
Come on, hurry up and turn it over for the kids. The little ones are already drooling.
Soon, the meat served, adults and children with oil on their chins.
This wild boar is different from regular pork, no gamey smell. Your dad didn't come?
If Li Shuiqing left Xiao Fenyin behind to eat alone, he probably wouldn't sleep on the con tonight. Let's not talk about third uncle.
Li Shuigong sighed. He couldn't stand his second brother. After the meal, Chuang took his siblings home. As they walked in, Li Chui saw a burlap sack of grass roots.
Why did you dig up so many grass roots? What are you going to do with them?
These are tiger rations. I want to go to the city to buy.
Will that work? What you're doing is basically speculation and profiteering.
I'm not selling to individuals. Selling to state-owned pharmacies is allowed.
How do you know that?
If I said I was reborn, it would scare you, big sis. Big sis, I'm going to bed. I have to get up early tomorrow.
Early next morning, as Chuang drove past the threshing ground, a woman stopped his car. When Chuang saw her, he was surprised.
Song Xiaoliu, if you remember correctly, she was the educated youth assigned to Lija village this year.
Comrade Li, I just heard someone say you're going to Ningdu town.
Yeah, that's right. What's up?
Could you help me mail a letter? I've been in the countryside for 2 days now and I want to let my family know I'm safe.
Just give it to me.
After Chuang took the letter, Song Xiaoliu thanked him repeatedly before returning to the educated youth group's ranks. The road from Lijia Taizi to Ningdu town was much easier to travel than the one to the county seat. By noon, they had arrived at Ningdu town. Before even reaching Li Chui's house, they could already see, from a distance, an old lady with a sharp, mean face holding a child and chatting with neighbors at the door. This woman was Li Chui's mother-in-law.
If my second son weren't so short, how could he have ended up marrying a wife from the countryside? No matter what, he still works at a state-owned enterprise.
She hadn't finished speaking when the cart arrived. The old lady saw Chuang and shut her mouth.
Ah, her uncle is here. I should have gone to the street corner to meet you.
That old lady sure knows how to say nice things, but she didn't move an inch. I can't handle it. Don't throw your back out, old witch.
Chuang helped Li Chui from the cart.
Uncle, you're here.
A girl ran from the yard and hugged Chuang's leg. Chuang's niece, Wen. Look, what's this? Chuang said as he handed the meat wrapped in oil paper to Wen. The aroma wafted.
Wow, it's meat.
Hey, brother-in-law, what are you doing? There's no need to bring anything when you come to family.
Seeing this, the old lady grinned. She took the meat from Chuang's hand.
This is for Wen, not for you.
After that, Chuang pushed the old lady's hand away, pinched meat and stuffed it into Wen's mouth.
That's great.
It's enough for the child to just have a taste. Eating too much will upset their stomach. Second son's wife, aren't you going to do something? The meat belongs to my brother. It's not my place to interfere.
After Li Chui finished speaking, she carried the child into the yard. The old lady, caring about her reputation, saw that the neighbors had witnessed the commotion and, furious, went inside and started scolding Li Chui, pointing to her as she cursed.
You ill-mannered thing. Don't think just because you gave the Lu family a grandson, you can act all high and mighty. Believe it or not, I'll make you take that girl and get out of here.
Frightened, Wen burst into tears and clung to Chuang's leg.
Wen, don't be afraid. Your uncle is here.
Chuang's face was dark. Li Chui had been married for years, used to the old woman's ways.
Sis, don't be afraid of her. Worst case, just get a divorce. Old lady, do you believe I'll take people to the salt fields tomorrow and give your son a beating?
Hearing this, the old woman was startled by Chuang's words, but she still refused to back down.
Who are you trying to scare? I don't believe you've got it in you.
Believe it or not, just wait and see.
After saying that, Chuang handed the remaining meat to Li Chui.
Sis, this meat is for when. No one can eat it. I'm off. If that old woman bullies you, just come home, I'll deal with her.
With her younger brother backing her up, Li Chui felt confident.
Alright, got it. Be careful on your way back.
Chuang wasn't just making empty threats. He drove his cart to the saltworks in Ninggu town. Just then, a man walked out from the saltworks. When he saw Chuang, the man nervously took a step back. This man was none other than Chuang's eldest brother-in-law, Lu Minghai.
Brother-in-law, I came all this way. Why are you hiding from me? Come on, let's have a talk.
Chuang forcefully dragged Lu Minghai to a secluded spot. Without a word, he went up and landed punches on him. To stand up for your older sister, you dragged your brother-in-law into an alley and gave him a serious beating, all because your eldest sister has been bullied in every possible way by her vicious mother-in-law for 5 years since getting married, and yet this mama's boy brother-in-law just turns a blind eye.
Chuang, stop hitting him. Let's talk this out. Lu Minghai, keep your mother in check. If she bullies my sister again, I'll come after you too.
After Chuang left, Lu Minghai took a long time to finally react.
It must have been that my old lady bullied Li Chui at home and his younger brother happened to catch her in the act.
Following the trail, Chuang asked around and arrived at a state-run pharmacy, where he saw an old man at the counter working an abacus.
Young man, are you here to buy medicine?
Sir, could you please help me take a look at this?
This is good stuff, tiger bone. How much do you have?
About 60 gene.
Young man, I'll buy it from you at 55 cents per gene.
55 cents a gene. 60 gene is 33 yuan. Pork is only 85 cents a gene now.
63 gene. 34 yuan. Bring any time.
Alright, thank you, boss.
Peace.
This is the first money I've earned since being reborn. I'll buy something later to show my respect to uncle.
After leaving the pharmacy, Chuang went straight to the department store. He went in empty-handed, but when he came out, he was carrying several large burlap sacks.
Money doesn't last. I just earned 30 yuan, half gone.
Chuang asked for directions. He finally found the address written on Song Xiaoyu's envelope.
Is this Song Xiaoyu's?
A middle-aged woman came out of the house, holding a child.
Xiaoyu is my daughter. And you?
Sir, I'm from Lijia Taizi. Song Xiaoyu works in our village. She asked me to bring you a letter. She's safe. Xiaoyu's mother took the letter.
Did something happen to Xiaoyu in the village?
It's nothing, don't worry. She's doing just fine over there. As the two were talking, a man suddenly walked over.
Mom, who is this?
Your sister is working in their village. She asked this young man to bring us a letter.
Your relationship with my sister? Why bring something?
What the hell?
Sir, if there's nothing else, I'll be going. Chuang didn't want to deal with him. After greeting Song's mother, he left.
Can you think you can leave?
As the man spoke, he reached out and grabbed Chuang.
Mom, this guy came out of nowhere. Ask him. Li family's place, Li Haiqing, is over 100 miles. How'd he get here?
Xiao Jun, are you done yet? Xiaoyu already went to the countryside. What are you still worried about?
What do you mean? Something else is going on. Song's mother handed the child to Song Xiaojun, pulled Chuang from the alley.
Young man, I'm sorry, it's all because of the house. After Xiaoyu's father passed away, it was just me, Xiaoyu, and Xiaojun left at home. Now that his older brother got married, his wife won't let Xiaoyu live at home anymore.
No wonder Song Xiaojun reacted strongly now. He must be worried Song Xiaoyu fears hardship and wants to come back.
It's also my fault. After Xiaoyu's dad passed, I just wanted to make things easier, so I put the house under his brother's name.
Bluntly, it was valuing sons over daughters. Sir, I have something to do, I'll be leaving.
After Chuang left, Song's mother stood, holding the letter, her heart filled with bitterness. Before dark, Chuang arrived at Li Shuajuan's house. As the carriage reached the gate, he saw Aunt Yan Xiaojun coming home.
Auntie, you just got off work?
Oh, Chuang, what brings you here?
I came to see Uncle about something, and I brought you some cabbage while I was at it.
Hey, why did you bring this? Auntie has everything she needs here.
As they talked, the two of them carried the things inside the house.
Auntie, these are some snacks I bought for the younger brothers and sisters.
Kid, you need to build a house and get married. How can you be so generous with spending?
It's not like I'm wasting money.
Words left mouth, Li Shuajuan came home, interrupting conversation.
His dad, Chuang, is here. Uncles and nephews chat. I'll make dinner.
Chuang, I've thought about what you told me. The wild game in our village was almost all hunted out a few years ago. If you catch some rabbits or pheasants, you still have to bring them from far away, and they're not really worth much in the city. The fish from the sea enclosures and the reservoir are collective property. If you sell them and get caught, you could end up in serious trouble, uncle. But if we sell the fish to the steel factory in the name of the village, that shouldn't be a problem, right?
Healing Li Shuajuan calculated.
What Zhao Chuang said, selling the surplus fish to the steel factory, not only brings extra income to the village, but also helps solve the steel factory supply problem.
The meat processing plant supplies a fixed amount of pork to the steel factory every quarter. But steel industry workers all do physical labor, and without enough nutrition, they simply can't keep up.
Chuang, are you confident about this? No problem, the school will support this. But even if it works, it's over 100 li from Lijia Taizi to the city. By the time it's transported, the meat will have gone bad. If we put the fish in a big wooden tub, set out at night, and arrive in the city before dawn, it'll be fresh, uncle. If you can get the fish here, can you promise me 2 things? Go ahead, let me hear them. When the time comes, the factory will use some scrap steel plates to offset the payment. Where are their steel plates? That's scrap iron talk.
Halfway, Li Xuejuan understood Chuang. Whether steel plates were scrap was up to leadership.
And another thing, when fish are delivered, can I slip in something extra with them? So that's your real motive, isn't it, uncle? Don't accuse me wrongly, I genuinely want to find a way village make money. What kind of extra goods are you planning sneak in? Out east, past sea enclosure, there's meadow with fish. Place is off limits, no one's dared go there. Aren't you afraid trouble? Fortune favors bold and timid hungry. If there's money made, I'm not afraid.
After dinner, Chuang planned to head back to the village overnight to talk to Li Xuejing about this matter.
Chuang, why don't you stay the night and leave tomorrow? It's already dark, and your uncle and I would worry about you.
Auntie, I really can't relax with the little ones at home.
Alright then, next time bring your younger brothers and sisters along. Take it easy on the road.
Chuang responded, gave the whip a flick, and drove the carriage back to the village. As soon as the carriage entered the courtyard of the village committee, the light in the gatehouse came on. Is that Chuang back? Yes, it's me.
Xuejing, I have something I'd like to discuss with you.
Hearing this, Li Xuejing was aback. Chuang pulled him into the house. In this era of speculation, where eating peanuts was risky, you wanted to involve the village in selling camp goods for your first fortune. The village chief, convinced, even secured a letter of introduction. After returning from Li Xuejuan's house, Chuang went directly to village chief Li Xuejing's home.
Uncle, can I ask you, how fish shrimp did County Supplies Bureau collect our village?
As soon as Chuang brought up the topic, Li Xuejing's face immediately darkened.
Last year, the village worked hard for more than half a month and brought in over 6,000 jin of fish and shrimp. The people from the Supplies Bureau came and took 5,000 jin. The rest went to waste. If there was more, they didn't want it. If there was less, that wouldn't do either. These people are stubborn.
After cursing, Li Xuejing looked up at Chuang.
Why are you asking about this?
I wanted to sell Weihai's fish and shrimp to the steel factory.
Chuang told Li Xuejing everything he had discussed with Li Xuejuan, leaving nothing out.
If this gets reported, we'd be eating peanuts.
We're selling it to the steel factory, and the money goes into the village account.
I'm not at ease. What did your uncle say?
I only came to you because my uncle agreed.
If Chuang agreed, then Li Xuejing must feel reassured.
If your uncle says there's no problem, then it's fine. Chuang, how do you think we should do this?
The fewer people who know about this, the better. Once we figured out how to make this work, it'd be best if we could get a receipt stamped with the steel mill's official seal. Even if the county's materials bureau finds out, they'll just have to accept it. Let them take it up with the steel mill in court if they want.
They're all government offices, so let them go to court. How are we going to transport the fish?
Every household has a big wooden tub for bathing. Collect them tomorrow, then find trustworthy people. As soon as it gets dark, we'll head out to sea to catch fish. We'll set off overnight and reach Haiqing before dawn so fish stay fresh.
The fish have to be fresh. We can't serve dead fish to the Easterners and try to fool them. Chuang, you should hurry back and get some sleep. We've got big things to do tomorrow.
I'm so tired, Xuejing said.
Chuang went home, washed up, and fell straight into bed. Early next morning, everyone was by the ridge with hoes, busy with work. Over here, Chuang was working hard with hoe when Li Xuejing walked over, followed by third uncle Li Xuedong.
The people have already been arranged, and I've also asked your aunt to take some people to collect the big wooden basins.
Alright. Tonight, everyone gather the big willow tree north of the village.
Okay. Chuang, do you need me to arrange to monitor?
As Li Xuejing spoke, he deliberately lowered his voice.
No need. The more we try, the harder it is to guard against people. If this trip works out and we get a receipt from the steel factory, even if someone comes, it won't matter.
Alright then, it's settled.
After Li Xuejing left, Chuang returned to work. After a busy half-day, his group finished early. He sent Li Tiangyang to help fourth uncle, while Chuang went up the mountain. He first went to the place where the gold was buried to make sure no one had touched it, then went to check the animal traps.
Hey, today's luck isn't bad. This rabbit is clearly much fatter than the last one.
Suddenly, there was a noise from the grass not far away. Hearing this, Chuang immediately became alert, grabbed a stone, and threw it over. After making sure it was safe, Chuang hurried over to check, only to see a wild pheasant lying in the grass. Seeing this, he was delighted.
Whoa, this is some good stuff.
Just as Chuang was about to reach out and grab the pheasant, he spotted a red berry. This unexpected find left Chuang stunned.
This is ginseng. I remember my grandpa saying someone once dug up ginseng, but I never thought I'd come across it myself. Right now, I don't have proper tools. If I damage the root, that would be such a loss.
Chuang carefully packed up the ginseng, tied it securely, and then, carrying the rabbit and pheasant, headed down the mountain. He went to the village committee, loaded the big wooden basin onto the horse cart, and then drove the cart back home.
Take care of the house in the morning. I won't be coming back tonight.
Brother, where are you going?
I'm gonna Haiching for a bit. I'll be back tomorrow.
At that moment, Xiaowu suddenly ran over and hugged Chuang's leg tightly.
Brother, can you buy me a hair clip like second sisters too?
Sure.
I'll buy it for you in days. After giving instructions, Chuang left. From the main room came Xiao Fengyun's sarcastic voice. Ungrateful brat, yet something good and doesn't think of honoring father, just eager to give it to outsiders. Chuang paid no attention to Xiao Fengyun. Instead, he drove the cart to the willows at the north end of the village. From distance, he could see Li Xueqing and Li Xuedong leading the fishing team.
After waiting for a bit, Uncle Xueqing told the villagers to bring the fishing nets and wooden basins. Let's head out now, said Li.
Li Xueqing called for the fishing team to get on the boat. Half an hour later, they reached the center of the enclosed sea.
The bigger the waves, the more valuable the fish. Let's cast the net right here.
Be careful, the boat is really slippery.
Chuang responded with a quick acknowledgement. With one cast of the net, they hauled up several hundred jin of fish and shrimp of various sizes. Seeing that it was already 10:30 at night, Li Xueqing called out to Chuang.
Chuang, I think it's late enough. We must have caught over 2,000 jin by now.
Besides, it's our first time at the steel factory, so we don't know how much they'll take. No matter how many carts we have, we can't carry more.
They loaded fish large wooden tubs, tied with straw ropes.
Make sure you tie everything up tight for me. It's over 100 li from the village to Haicheng. If anything falls apart halfway, all our hard work will be for nothing.
By the time all the fish and shrimp were loaded onto the cart, it was already midnight.
Chuang, I'm having your third uncle and my nephew Tianli go with you, so you'll have someone to look out for each other on the road.
Alright, I'll do as you say, Uncle Shui.
After securing it, they set off. Chuang and Li Xuedong drove the horse-drawn cart, while Li Tianli followed behind on his bicycle.
When we get there, let's talk to Uncle and see if the factory can send a truck. Using the horse cart back and forth is too much trouble.
The three moved along, stopping and starting. The horse cart entered the city, it was stopped. Police officer approached, Li Xuedong turned pale. Axa chuckled, and Chuang was exasperated by third uncle's reaction.
Third uncle, don't panic. We're not doing anything wrong.
Comrades, what are you doing here? In this era when speculators are scrambling just to get some peanuts, you've already managed to sell 2,000 jin of fish and shrimp. But today is your first time delivering a gift. Unexpectedly, as soon as you entered the city, you were stopped by the police. Not only did they not give you any trouble, they actually treated you with great respect. At this moment, Chuang handed the letter of introduction he was holding to the police. After reading the contents of the letter, the police didn't say another word.
Without another word, they just let us through. Oh my god, that scared me to death.
Uncle, we didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing to be afraid of. Hurrying along, the three managed to reach the steel factory before dawn. Two security guards in uniform walked over. What are you doing here? Chuang quickly stepped forward, handing over a Huazi cigarette. We're here to deliver fish. Could you please help us call the logistics? Hearing this, the two security guards whispered. Wait here, I'll call to verify. Half an hour later, Li Xueqing came jogging over. Chuang, you're here. Come on, let's go get something to eat first. Seeing that the leaders hadn't started work yet, Li Xueqing took the three of them to the cafeteria for breakfast. Tianli, eat more. There's plenty of flatbread and pickles. Help yourself. Alright, uncle.
Big brother, do you think this will work out?
Li Xueqing was still thinking about the fish in the car. He couldn't relax until the deal was done. When Director Sun arrives, he'll inspect, weigh, fill out the receipt, then you can go to finance to get your money.
It's really that simple?
As soon as he finished speaking, hurried footsteps could be heard. When he saw who it was, Li Xueqing quickly stood up. Director Sun, you're here. Sun Fuman smiled and looked over at Chuang and the others. Shijun, these are the people supplying the factory.
The folks who deliver fish to the factory, right?
That's right. We're from the same village. Li Xueqing didn't mention their relationship. If he made it clear, people would accuse him of using his position for personal gain.
Great. Thank you, fellow villagers, for supporting our factory.
Director Sun, my job. Look at the fish. Hearing this, Sun Fuman sized up Chuang.
He looks about 20 years old. That was a well-put comment. No rush. Let's eat first.
After speaking, Sun Fuman turned to Li Xueqing and gave him further instructions.
Xueqing, unload the fish.
Li Xueqing agreed and called over some people from the cafeteria kitchen to help unload the truck. Meanwhile, Chuang was happily enjoying his meal, but Li Xuedong and Li Tianli couldn't eat at all. In front of such a high-ranking leader, the two of them were too scared to say a word.
No, but there's still more.
That's enough, Director Sunday. This is from Xia Wanyu. Li Xueqing walked in. Director Sun checked the fish. They were all still alive.
Then immediately arrange someone to weigh them. We can't shortchange back home. 5 cents to the purchase price.
Hearing this, Chuang was delighted. 5 more cents per gene. That's another 100 yuan.
Second, how many times a month can you deliver these fish? The factory is really short on supplies, and the workers just aren't getting enough to eat.
Hearing this, Chuang pretended to be troubled. Uncle Sun, the autumn harvest is coming soon, and we can't neglect the fields. Delivering 2,000 gene like today, at most we can only make 6 or 7 trips a month.
Even if we add it up, that's only 10,000 gene a month, nowhere near enough. The factory has 20,000 people. Can you deliver more at once?
Uncle Sun, the cart's outside. You've seen it. It can't carry much. Hearing this, Sun Fumin remembered Li Shuajuan's words yesterday about using scrap steel plates to offset fish payment.
The factory will make you a big water tank for free to hold the fish. Do you have any other requests?
Sun Fumin could tell Chuang was sharp. If the factory sent a truck to the village to pick up fish, that would be even better.
No way. Factory trucks are tied up. Does anyone in your village know how to drive a tractor?
As soon as Sun Fumin mentioned a tractor, Chuang's eyes immediately lit up.
Uncle Sun, I can drive one.
Li Shuagong stunned.
How come I didn't know this kid could drive a tractor?
Alright then, after we finish weighing, if you can get it started, the right to use it will be yours from now on. It'll be your job to deliver fish to the factory.
Okay.
Uncle Sun.
After weighing fish, Sun Fumin immediately wrote a receipt. Li Shuajuan took Li Shuagong to the finance office for money, while Chuang followed Sun Fumin to check the tractor.
This is the one.
Oh. Hearing that, Chuang, who was already familiar with the process, hopped onto the tractor, shifted gears, stepped on the clutch, and off he went. Watching Chuang operate skillfully, Sun Fumin felt at ease. Having a vehicle made things more convenient, but fuel.
The vehicle and its fuel are factory provided.
Uncle Sun, you've helped our village a lot. This is a small token of appreciation, please don't mind it. As Chuang spoke, he handed the plastic bag to Sun Manfu.
What's this? We can't accept.
Hey, what are you thinking? These are wild rabbits and pheasants I hunted in the mountains. Seeing that Sun Manfu wouldn't take it, Chuang stuffed it into his hands.
Rabbit and pheasant, these are good things. If you have something to say, just say it straight.
Sun Fumin is smart. He knew Chuang wanted something. Uncle Sun, if you can catch wild game, could you bring it to sell when you deliver fish? Hearing this, Sun Fumin calculated.
You can't sell this directly to the factory. Find Li Shuajuan and sell it to Sun Li from materials. Just tell them it's on my behalf.
Alright, Uncle Sun, thank you. Sun Fumin patted Chuang's shoulder, picked up his bag, and left. By the time Chuang drove the tractor back to the cafeteria, Li Shuagong and Li Tianli had collected the money and were waiting.
You're something else. Kid, you even know how to drive a tractor.
After Chuang got off the tractor, Li Shuajuan noticed that the bag in Chuang's hand was gone. He realized it was a favor for Sun Manfu, so he said, Old bird, you and Tianli stay here and watch the cart. Chuang, come with me. After they walked away, Li Shuajuan asked Chuang, Hey Chuang, what did Director Sun say? Chuang replied, Director Sun said what I bring will be sold to you. Sun Li is Sun Fumin's nephew. Uncle, in the future, third uncle and fourth uncle, if they get good stuff, I'll bring them all over together. What do you think? Hearing this, Li Shuajuan looked at Chuang with delight and said, Hey Chuang, from now on, the family's affairs will depend on you. No problem, uncle. By the way, what are they planning to build on that land? As he spoke, Chuang glanced at a vacant lot not far away. A few experts and technicians have come to the factory. The leadership decided to build housing for the experts on that land. The foundation is almost done, but I haven't seen anyone building houses. The factory's production tasks are heavy right now, so we have to prioritize output. This side has to be put on hold for now. What are you up to this time, kid? Uncle, what do you think about our village contracting this project?
Uncle, our village took on job of building dorm steel factory.
Hearing this, Li Shuajuan was taken aback.
This isn't like building mud brick houses in the countryside. It's not that simple.
Uncle, don't worry. I'm confident I know how to make money. We've got this opportunity, we go for it. I'll discuss it with the village director and Xue Qingxu, and you sound out the leaders on your end.
Li Shuajuan hesitated, but in the end, he nodded.
Alright then, I'll help you ask around.
Chuang and others were taken to the factory's guest house. The three collapsed onto beds, and soon snoring filled the room. They slept until the sun was high. Chuang was first to wake. He glanced at the clock and nudged Li Shuagong.
Still sleeping.
Li Shuagong woke up with a start and instinctively covered the pocket on his chest.
Everything's here. He patted Chuang.
It's past 1. We must return before dark.
Hearing this, Li Shuagong quickly got up. The three of them washed their faces and went downstairs. Chuang drove the tractor, while Li Shuagong and Li Tianli rode the horse cart. They made their way, stopping and starting along the road, and finally managed to reach the village before dark. At that moment, the villagers who were chatting at the entrance of the village saw Chuang driving the tractor back and immediately gathered around. Where did this tractor come from? This is really good. As more villagers gathered, Chuang quickly said,
Auntie, whatever you want to say, let's talk later. Let me drive the tractor to the village office first.
Li Shuagong also helped disperse the crowd. It wasn't easy, but they finally managed to drive the tractor into the courtyard of the village committee. At last, they were back.
Uncle Xueqing, let's go inside and talk.
Li Shuagong led Chuang and Li Shuagong into the house, leaving Li Tianli to stand guard. Inside, Li Shuagong put the fish money on the table.
This, all from selling fish. Chuang, on behalf of villagers, thank you.
As Li Shuagong spoke, he told Li Shuagong to call over the accountant, Ma Changshan.
Xueqing, what do you need me for?
Just Ma Changshan came.
Changshan, record this money in the accounts, and keep this receipt safe as well.
Sending Ma Changshan off, Li Shuagong asked happened on this trip. Hearing, he felt pleased.
Chuang, you handled this really well. From now on, delivering fish will be your responsibility. Uncle will make sure you get work points for 2 people.
I have no problem with that. After I say it, you can't tell anyone.
Li Xueching and Li Xuegong's expressions grew serious.
I've discussed with Director Son. From now on, when we deliver fish, we'll bring mountain goods to the factory. Only our Li family knows this.
That's fine. This is a good idea. But is there anything wild left on the mountain?
Nothing left on the mountain, there is in the meadows.
Hearing this, both Li Xueching and Li Xuegong's eyes widened in surprise.
No way. Isn't there talk that the meadows are haunted? No one dares to go there.
People say spooky things, but has anyone actually seen anything? Anyway, I've settled it. As for whether you want to do it, that's up to you two.
Li Xuegong and Li Xueching exchanged a glance. They slapped the table. Let's do it.
Let's do it. You've already figured out a way to make money. How could I, as your uncle, back down now?
Alright, it's settled. Uncle Xueching, tomorrow night keep fishing. Third uncle, inform Tiansheng and the others. I'll notify Manager Xu. Alright, Uncle Xueching, one more thing.
Chuang told Li Xueching about the steel mill building dormitories. Li Xueching started calculating.
Us farmers are fine building mud brick houses, but if we don't do a good job with this, I'm afraid it might get your uncle in trouble.
Chuang started as a top foreman. He's built single-story houses and high-rises, so he's naturally confident.
He said, I know what I'm doing. Just wait for my news. I'll go inform the manager first.
After Chuang left the village committee for manager Du Lide's house, chaos ensued there. When Du Lide saw Chuang driving a tractor back, looking impressive, and heard villagers discuss the broken engagement, his anger reignited. Furious, he slammed his bowl down, pointed at Du Wan and started scolding her.
I never should have sent you to school back then. All you learned was a bunch of nonsense, making a fool out of me.
What are you doing, husband? Didn't we already agree that our daughter and Chuang just aren't meant to be together?
What do you know? How can Pan Bingxing compare to our Chuang?
Hearing her beloved being belittled, Du Wan felt upset too.
Dad, Chuang doesn't have a decent house. That tractor isn't his. What are you so envious?
I don't care what you say. If you marry Pan Bingxing and regret it later, you'll have no one to blame but yourself. Go bang your head against the wall.
Du Lide spoke, slammed hand on table, got off Kong, left without eating. Chuang finished explaining, went home. Entering yard, he saw Li Rome sweeping.
Oh, you're back.
How I don't see your second brother Xiao Wu.
Second brother finished work and took Xiao Wu up the mountain.
They were talking, Li Tianyang came back with Xiao Wu, carrying a burlap sack. The mountain is dangerous, and you took Xiao Wu up there. Seeing Chuang's stern face, Li Tianyang shivered. Xiao Wu ran and hugged Chuang's leg.
Big brother, please don't be mad. I won't dare do it again next time.
When it comes to Xiao Wu, Chuang just can't stay angry at all.
He walked into the house and said,
After that, Chuang led his younger brothers and sisters into the house. As night began to fall, Chuang started a fire and began to cook dinner.
Soon, flatbread and corn porridge were served. Xiao Rong, if I'm not home, boil 2 eggs at night, 1 for you, 1 for Xiao Wu.
No, we should save the eggs. We can trade them at the cooperative.
We have over 400 yuan here. If the family needs anything, just go buy it. The eggs should be kept for us to eat.
Okay, got it, brother.
Brother, what about me? I'm still growing too, you know.
Get lost. Aren't embarrassed?
That night, after his siblings went to bed, Chuang tiptoed out and made his way up the mountain. He checked the traps, but there was nothing. Then he checked on the gold.
This gold bar should be brought home after the new house is built. If I take it back now, Chow Fengyun will steal it.
No one had touched the gold bar, so she buried it back exactly as it was. Chuang wandered around the mountain for a while before finally finding the ginseng he had marked last time. He carefully dug away the soil and spent nearly 3 hours excavating it. Once he had it all out, he weighed it in his hand.
This 1,000-year-old ginseng weighs at least 7 taels. If it were 2025, I'd definitely keep it as a collectible, but right now I just hope I can sell it for a good price.
Chuang wrapped the ginseng in cloth and headed down the mountain. After sleepless nights, he got home and fell asleep. He slept until evening, then headed out on his tractor. On the reclaimed land, he saw Li Xueching fishing.
He said, "You keep an eye here, I'll go check out the meadow."
After instructions, Chuang biked to the meadow, arriving quickly. There, he found Li Xuegong and Li Xuanong with a group, looking around. After greeting them, Chuang joined and got busy.
Chuang, do you think there really might be something supernatural or strange in this place?
To earn money overseas monthly, the man would sneak out at midnight daily. When he came home, he'd have an extra 2,000 yuan and reek of a strong fishy smell.
Chuang, do you think there might be unclean? Fourth uncle.
You're an educated man. How can you even believe this kind of thing?
Big brother, you didn't see it, but when my dad came, he was muttering to himself the whole way. Yeah, you sure talk a lot.
Embarrassed by his son's teasing, Li Xuanong couldn't save face, so he quickly walked away to help with the net.
Big brother, why bother? Wild dead meat doesn't taste good.
Don't ask. Just remember, you can't tell anyone about this, especially not your mom, and definitely not during her private investigation.
Fang Yanmei is the village's information bureau. If she finds out about this, it'll probably be all over the place before noon. After a few more hours of work, they caught over 100 wild ducks.
Uncle, you all wait here. I'll go get the tractor.
Chuang hopped on his bicycle and headed back to the sea enclosure.
Is everything loaded up?
Loaded. This time we've got 5,000 Gene.
Alright, I'm heading out now.
Chuang drove off in the tractor, returning to the meadow to load wild ducks and birds. He continued his journey without a break, worried the fish would run out of oxygen. Arriving at the steel mill, the next shift hadn't shown up, so Chuang drove the tractor to the back of the cafeteria. He collapsed onto the tractor and fell asleep. He was sleeping when he was suddenly woken up by Li Shuajuan with a young man.
Sleep in the kitchen. Your stuff will be safe.
Seeing how exhausted his nephew, Li Shuajuan felt bad.
I'll find someone to help unload the truck. The rest is up to Sun Li. Talk it over.
Chuang pulled back the tarp on the truck. Whoa. So, how are we pricing?
But son, you decide. Just don't let all my hard work go to waste, that's all I ask.
Right now, chicken at the market is 1 yuan per gene, so 8 yuan per bird. How does sound?
The price reported up the chain is more than 8 yuan, but everyone has to skim. I'll go with your suggestion.
Before counting, Chuang specially took out 2 wild birds.
Set aside 2 birds for the eldest girl. Since she's in confinement, take 2 more to her.
After inventory, Sun Li took the list to Sun Fuman for stamping. Coming out, she held a cloth bundle. Brother, from my uncle.
Sun Li, though strict, is a man of principle. To a good partnership.
When Chuang returned to the canteen, the fish weighed, and Li Shuajuan prepared the list.
Chuang, come finance office get money.
After picking up the money, Li Shuajuan gave Chuang some advice.
Now that you have money, don't waste it. Save it up, build a house, and find yourself a wife.
Alright, uncle, I'll do as you say.
After Li Shuajuan finished speaking, he went back to work. Chuang, meanwhile, went to Li Shuajuan's house, carrying some wild birds and ducks in his hands.
Oh, it's a Chuang. Come in. What are you carrying?
These are ducks and wild birds I caught. These 2 are for you. As for the other 2, could you please cook them for me? I want to bring them to my eldest sister.
Oh, you child. Next time you mustn't bring anything. Auntie's house doesn't lack for anything.
Alright, I'll do as you say.
You look exhausted. Go inside and get some rest. I'll call you when the food is ready.
Chuang answered, lay down, and slept until afternoon. Opening his eyes, he faced his cousin, Li Xiang.
Brother, you're a lazybones. Get up, eat. Come sit.
Yan Xiaozhen called Chuang over to sit down. There was braised pork ribs, duck soup, cabbage, and tofu. This meal was truly sumptuous. When Chuang was about to leave, Yan Xiaozhen handed him 2 large lunchboxes.
Tell your sister that if her mother-in-law bullies her again, she should tell me. I'll stand up for her.
Alright then, us siblings are all counting on you to look out for us, Auntie.
After saying that, Chuang got on the tractor and headed to the same state-owned pharmacy as last time.
Hey there, young man. What good stuff have you brought this time?
Sir, I have something here I'd like to ask you to take a look at for me.
Then, Chuang took out the item.
Wow, young man, this is really good stuff. It weighs 7 taels and 3 chen.
How much can you offer for it?
1,700 highest price.
If this car body were sold in 2025, it might fetch millions, but by then I'll be old and gray. I need to make money now. Alright, 1,700, deal.
Hearing this, the old man breathed a sigh of relief, quickly wrote the receipt, and paid. Leaving the pharmacy, Chuang drove the tractor toward Ninggu town. As he reached the entrance, he saw his older sister and Lu Minghai.
Sis.
Hearing Chuang's voice, Li Chui turned her head in his direction. When Lu Minghai saw Chuang, he immediately ran off. The bruises from the last time Chuang beat him still hadn't faded.
If you run today, tomorrow I'll bring people to block you at Saltworks.
When Lu Minghai heard what Chuang said, he froze on the spot. Why are you here? Where did you get this tractor?
I'll tell you when we get home. Get on, I'll give you a ride back.
After Chuang and Li Chui left on the tractor, Lu Minghai was still standing there, getting mocked by the workers.
Lu Minghai, that guy is your brother-in-law, right? How come he didn't take you with him?
I don't ride tractors.
It's already lucky he didn't get a beating.
Just now, his brother-in-law said if he dared take one more step, he'd beat him up.
The workers burst out laughing. Lu Minghai made a fool of himself, running after the tractor. The trip to Li Chui's house wasn't far, and with the tractor, they got there quickly. Old Lady Lu was holding her eldest grandson at the door, chatting with neighbors. When she heard the tractor, everyone looked up. Seeing it was Chuang, the old lady's expression changed. Last time, her son got beaten, and she wanted to make a scene. But then she remembered how badly her younger son was beaten by Chuang, and her anger was swallowed.
Oh, you're here.
Hey, how have you been?
I'm doing well. Where's Xiaozui and Minghai? Why didn't they ride the tractor back with you?
My brother-in-law is behind us. Hearing this, the old lady was so angry she ground her teeth. Seeing her reaction, Chuang went inside with Lu Chui, carrying the child.
Uncle brought meat.
This little girl's nose is really shot.
Chuang opened the 2 lunchboxes, and the aroma of meat instantly filled the air.
Come smell this. Have a big duck light.
Oh dear, what a sin. What's the point of a girl eating so well?
The old lady was angry she couldn't hold it, started yelling at the top of her lungs.
If I give it to you to eat, then it won't go to waste.
A figure flashed by the doorway then shrank back. Seeing this, Chuang got up, took 2 steps to the gate, grabbed someone and dragged them inside.
Chuang, don't hit me. I haven't messed with your sister. I was planning to beat up, but since both brothers are here, let's do this together. Who did I offend? My little brother's family business, and as the older brother, I'm dragged into it too.
Before the 2 of them could react, Chuang's fist had already landed on their face.
Ouch! You're going to kill someone.
The old lady saw her 2 sons lying on the ground after being beaten by Chuang. Heartbroken, she was baring her teeth and claws.
You little brat, I'm going to fight you to the end.
Chuang immediately grabbed Lu Changhai, using him as a shield. The old lady's slap landed on her son's ear. After 2 undeserved beatings, Lu Changhai didn't care who was in front of him. He instinctively kicked.
What the hell, you? Ouch!
The old lady was kicked to the ground. Lu Changhai realized he had just kicked his own mother.
Are you okay?
Learning of your older sister's decade-long torment by her malicious mother-in-law, you immediately confronted them. The Lu family home's entrance was already crowded.
If the Lu family dares to bully my sister again, I'll make sure your 2 sons spend the rest of their lives bedridden.
The old woman wanted to argue back, but lowered her head timidly. Chuang warned Lu Minghai and then left. At that moment, Li Chui ran out after him.
Hey, Chuang, is your sister really that useless?
Sis, if you are really useless, none of us would have made it this far. If you ever feel wronged, just come home. I'll take care of you, okay?
Hey, hearing this, Li Chui wanted to cry, held it in. Wronged, she endured, not wanting to trouble her family. Her younger brother stood up for her.
Got it, sis. Take it slow on your way back.
After saying that, Chuang drove off in his tractor. By the time he got back to the village, it was already dark. His 3 younger sisters-in-law were still waiting for him to have dinner. As soon as Xiao Wu saw Chuang, she rushed over. Brother, did you buy my hair clip? Look, what's this? Wow, thank you, brother. With the hair clip, Xiao Wu couldn't be happier, and seeing Chuang, she felt a wave of comfort. The next morning, in the village committee meeting room, Ding Mani and a group of senior managers from the materials bureau were sitting in front of Li Xueqing.
Director Li, you should know very well why we're here, right?
Know what? All I know, you people like to stir up trouble when there's nothing on.
Ding Mani was left speechless by that remark. Instinctively, he raised his hand and slapped the table.
You son of a bitch, how dare you act tough in front of me? Slapping the table. I dug up your old man's grave.
Hearing this, Ding Mani turned his back, at a loss for words.
Master Wu, I'm not here to bring up old grudges. Right now, I'm representing the county office. If I have to kowtow to you later, that's fine by me.
Hurry, ask questions. Work waits, no time to mess.
Did the village put up any dangerous structures?
That's right, so what? The dangerous structures and collective property in Weihai. How dare you? You've made a serious mistake.
Li Xueqing didn't panic. Chuang taught him how to handle this.
Oh, I don't know what mistake you're talking about. All I know is that some bastard has been messing with the farmers of our Li family's land.
Oh, then tell me, did you make this mistake because someone tricked you?
Who else could it be? It's your material supply bureau and that bunch of scoundrels.
What are you talking about? When did we trick you? You sold fish on your own without approval.
Denying it? Last year, your material supply bureau bought fish for 20 cents a gene. This year, to the steel mill, 45 cents. The sea enclosure belongs to our Li family's land. Who we sell to is none of your business. I'm here to announce the county committee's decision. Any income from the Li family's unauthorized sale of collective property be handed over. And if we don't hand it over, make me eat peanuts?
Facing Li Xueqing's vicious glare, Ding Mani could sense that the other party was already harboring murderous intent.
You bastard, how dare you act arrogantly here? You're inviting trouble.
Ora, how did you get here?
Don't worry about how I got here. Fist uncle, did Goshen scare you? You disrespectful brat, how have I taught you all this time?
Just hearing that slap makes you feel the pain.
What are you doing? We're here talking about work.
Work, my ass. Do you even know where you are?
I didn't want to come. County committee's decision.
Alright, Danny, that's enough. Don't get yourself all worked up. Uncle Goshing won't make things hard for you. Since you say it's the County Revolutionary Committee director's decision, however much money they want to collect, let him come and tell me face to face.
After Li Xueqing, Chuang.
Also hurry to catch up.
Chuang, I was thinking of bringing up both the fish selling issue and the matchmaking today. What do you think?
Good idea. Lay it out. If the village stands united, even if higher-ups play hardball, they'll think twice.
Attention all members, each household should send a representative to the village committee meeting.
As soon as the announcement was made, Ding Mani came rushing in, all flustered.
Master Wu, are you rallying the masses like they do in Shandong?
Get lost! Don't say I didn't warn you. Take your people and leave now. Once I tell the villagers what's going on, do you think you'll still be able to get away?
As soon as Ding Mani heard that she didn't dare stick around and hurriedly led the officials away. By now the villagers had gathered packing the house.
Everyone, quiet down and listen. I need to explain. These past few days, I took people fishing, and all the fish caught were sold to the steel factory. The villagers immediately got upset.
This is collective property. How can you take and sell?
The money from selling the fish has all been deposited into the village account. Changshan, tell everyone the numbers. We sold fish 11 times in total, and the total income is 20,000 yuan and 8 mao. Everyone should thank Ah Chuang. This idea was his, and he worked day and night delivering fish to make it happen. I've said it before, Ah Chuang is a resourceful kid. He could survive even if you left him up in a tree.
It really had to be Ah Chuang. No one else could have come up with this idea.
We planned to distribute the money to everyone year-end to have a good new year. But now, a leader from the supplies bureau said we have to hand over this money.
As soon as these words were spoken, the villagers immediately became unhappy. They had just been thinking about how to spend the money, and now, before they even got their hands on it, it was already gone.
This is just lawless. They're even forcing us to hand over those few measly bucks.
Everyone, calm down. I definitely won't be handing over the money, so please rest assured. What I want to know now is, how did the news about our village selling fish get out to the county?
Yeah, if there are benefits, we all share them. Who would be bored as to report it?
Who the hell was it? If I ever find out, I'll beat him half to death, unless he's really good at hiding.
Qing, do you think maybe it wasn't someone from our village?
Words spoken, everyone knew.
If it wasn't someone from our village, it could be the educated youth.
Alright, everyone, calm down. Our guess, we don't have proof, so we can't make accusations. If I find someone's been stirring trouble behind our backs, I won't let them off easy.
Hearing this, everyone stopped speculating, and the matter was unresolved. When Ah Chuang got home, his younger siblings were waiting to eat.
Brother, you're finally back. We've been waiting for you to eat. From now on, if you're hungry, eat first, don't wait for me. And don't go up the mountain. At the village committee, I heard third uncle say he saw wild boar tracks. Brother, is that true? You all need to be careful. If you run into one, there's nowhere to run. We understand.
After eating, Ah Chuang went to the vegetable field to pickle for winter. But upon arrival, half were gone.
When it comes to stealing things, anyone could guess with their toes that it was Qiao Fengyun who did it.
Ah Chuang stormed back home, fuming. He saw Qiao Fengyun counting cabbages with her daughter.
Qiao Fengyun. Choke.
Who stole your vegetables? Don't you go around making baseless accusations.
Alright, Qiao Fengyun, you thief stealing my vegetables. Aren't you afraid you'll choke to death? Who stole your vegetables? Don't you go around slandering people. Qiao Fengyun. That one loud yell from Qiao Fengyun. All the neighbors came over to watch the commotion. Seriously, have you ever seen anyone so shameless? Usually, when Qiao Fengyun takes a couple of my radishes, I just let go and pretend I didn't see it. But this time, she went and cleared out my entire vegetable patch.
Qiao Fengyun, really, you could have just taken one or two, couldn't you? You took everything. What are these kids supposed to eat this winter?
Exactly. How are they supposed to get by? You really don't care if others live or die.
Wow, I can't take this anymore. Everyone's coming to my door to bully me.
Here she goes again.
What now? Your son bullies me and you still ask what's wrong. I must have been blind to end up with someone as useless as you.
Neighbors said Qiao Fengyun had stolen vegetables. Hearing this, Li Xueqing felt
a headache. How could you do this?
Qiao Fengyun knew she was wrong, but throwing tantrums was her specialty. Whether she stole it or not, Li Xueqing understood seeing the cabbages.
Ah Chuang, take your cabbages back.
Try taking one if you dare.
Stop making a scene isn't embarrassing enough.
At dawn, Xiao Wu helped me the radishes and cabbages.
Bro, we're at a loss. What we take back won't be what Qiao Fengyun stole.
Once we build our new house and stay far away from them, even if he wants to steal, he won't be able to. The next day at noon, Ah Chuang and his siblings were having lunch with Li Xueqing. At that moment, Qiao Fengyun showed up with his younger brother. What are you here for?
Ah Chuang, my mom wants to discuss something with you.
Whose mom are you? Stop getting close.
I'm talking to your brother. Why are you a kid butting in?
Tianliang, sit and eat. Seeing his brother speak, Li Tianliang obediently sat back. Say what you need. Don't joke with me.
He wants to build a new house, but he's short a few beams. I noticed the ones by your door look good. Could you lend them to him?
Ha, keep dreaming. The Qiao family borrows things and never returns them.
It's just a few pieces of wood. What's the big deal about lending them for a bit? Don't be so rude.
We're done talking. Get lost now. I don't want to see you.
You ill-mannered brat. Today I'll teach you a lesson on behalf of your father. Hey, stop it! Stop hitting me!
I'm hitting you, that's right. Weren't you acting all tough just now?
You little brat, let go. Li Xueqing, get out here.
Your son is going to kill someone.
Xiao Fengyun was so scared she hid to the side, terrified that Chuang might punch her in the stomach. After all, she's pregnant right now.
Chuang, are you crazy? How could you beat someone up like this? Chuang, stop it. If you hurt him, you'll have to answer for it.
Xiao Dashin, just try stepping out of line with me again next time.
Try me. Ow. All I wanted was a few pieces of wood from you. Did you really have to go that far? Making such a big fuss over something so trivial, causing chaos everywhere.
I'm saving that wood to build a house. You think that's a small matter?
We just came to talk things over with you, but you started hitting people without saying a word.
Ha. Xiao Dashin, do you dare repeat what you just said?
Dashin only said that because he was drunk. It doesn't count.
He gets drunk, comes to my house making a scene, even uses my wood. He should be grateful I gave him a beating.
But your dad agreed to it.
Yeah, I agree. It's pieces of wood. Can't I make that call?
We've split the family, so what right do you have to decide?
I have the right. I'm your father. Dashin, don't worry. Get someone to take the wood.
Li Shuagong and Li Shuanong, who heard commotion, came running over.
Second brother, why are you arguing again?
The neighbors talked, and when Li Shuagong found out it was over pieces of timber, he got angry.
These are the beams that you saved to build a house. Give the timber to outsiders? Neighbors laugh at you, father?
Who knows when he'll ever get around to building that house? Besides, he's just borrowing it. It's not like he won't return it.
If you ask me, Xiao Dashin deserved to get beaten. Ever since Xiao Fengyun married into the family, when has he ever paid back any of the grain he's borrowed?
The poor guy barely affords underwear, and he's talking about building house.
Second brother, aren't you worried? You don't care about Chuang's marriage, and you even hope your son doesn't do well. People would think you're his stepdad. Li Shuiqing turns his back, unable to say, hanging his head in weakness. Brother-in-law, you promised me yesterday. I don't care. I'll take this timber. Who do you think you are? Try moving it if you dare. You beat me, my timber is my compensation for medical expenses.
Hey, old man, you brought this on yourself. I've never seen anyone like you, begging right at someone else's doorstep. Second brother, do you really want to fall out with Otto's over this? When you get old, are you really expecting Xiao Fengyun's 2 daughters to take care of you?
Hearing this, Li Shuiqing was moved.
Stop trying to stir things up between us. Even if those 2 girls aren't her biological daughters, she still raised them. Why wouldn't they take care of her?
Third brother, you don't need to meddle in my family's business.
I didn't plan on getting involved into Chuang's business. I just need fourth brother to carry these timbers to my place, so no one gets any funny ideas about them again.
Without another word, Li Shuanong hoisted the timber and carried it away. The onlookers dispersed, leaving Li Shuiqing, Xiao Fengyun, and the bruised Xiao Dashin in the yard.
Oh dear, my poor brother. Li Shuiqing, this is all your fault, you useless coward.
After lunch, Chuang arrived at Mountain Foot, ready to go up with villagers to find wild boars. Li Shuigong was waiting.
Your dad didn't say anything else afterwards, did he?
Even if I ignored it.
That's the right way to think about it. After all, he's your own father. Now that everyone's here, let's head up the mountain. None of us will feel at ease until we catch that wild boar.
Once up the mountain, everyone split to search. Chuang first spotted wild boar traces. Third uncle noted the mist's thickness, saying the boar liked this fog and
the water, and the shape of this grass. My dad was gored by the boar, so let's search around here.
The group searched for another half day, but they didn't see a shadow of a boar, not even a bristle.
Old son, it's getting dark soon. You take everyone down the mountain first. Chuang and I will stay here tonight and keep watch. I just don't believe that boar won't come out.
We'll stay and help. That wild boar, Chuang says, weighs 400 or 500 jin. It's too dangerous. Too many people will scare it off. Don't worry, we've still got the rifle from the village committee. Alright then, you two be careful. Just as Li Shuanong led villagers down the mountain, Chuang noticed grass nearby rustling. Uncle, movement. Quick, up the tree. They quickly climbed. Soon, they saw 2 wild boars swaggering out, tails wiggling. They raised guns, aimed. The boars seemed to catch a scent, suddenly stopped, warily scanning surroundings. Second brother, I've finally been waiting for you.
These wild boars are really fat. With them, we won't worry about running out of oil or food. We must get them today.
2 of them took aim at the wild boars and unleashed their firepower.
So many shots already. How come these 2 guys still aren't going down? How are they so tough?
Wild boars are different from domestic pigs. Their fur is really tough.
As the magazine was emptied again, the wild boar hit by Chuang collapsed to the ground. The other boar, though riddled with bullets, was still stubbornly hanging on and looked like it was about to escape. Chuang immediately jumped down from the tree. He grabbed a machete and charged straight at the wild boar.
Where do you think you're running, Pigsy?
With a swift swing of his knife, Chuang struck right at the vital spot. The wild boar struggled for 2 seconds before dropping dead on the spot. Liu Shuiqing, still uneasy, checked them over again. Only after making sure they were both really dead, he finally breathed a sigh of relief.
Kid, can you not be so reckless next time? What if something happened to you? What would Xiao Wu and the others do?
Ha, Uncle San, I just didn't want it to get away.
So what if it got away? Are you really willing to risk your life just for a bite to eat?
Hearing this, Chuang didn't dare say another word. He knew Uncle San was just looking out for him. The villagers, who had been startled by the gunshots, soon found Chuang, Li Xuedong, and the others, and together they awkwardly carried the two wild boars from the neighboring slope down the mountain.
They first put the wild boars in the warehouse, planning to call your Uncle San and the villagers tomorrow to divide up the meat.
Because he had to deliver fish overnight, Chuang said his goodbyes and went home. Early the next morning, Chuang collected his payment from the steel factory's finance office and headed home. At that moment, Li Xuejun came running after him.
Chuang, come with me for a bit.
Uncle, what's up?
It's building expert dormitory factory.
Lost cause. Did Director Sun agree?
He didn't agree, but didn't refuse. Are you up to this? Don't mess up if I let you handle it.
Uncle, rest easy. I've got this.
With you saying that, I feel relieved. I'll take you to Director Sun so you can talk.
At this moment, the two of them arrived at Sun Fuman's office. Besides Sun Fuman, there was also a middle-aged man sitting inside.
I heard you know how to build dormitories too. Here are the blueprints designed by Engineer Zhang. Take a look.
Engineer Zhang, did you make a mistake in this part here?
I drew that mistake on purpose, just to test this kid. He actually spotted it. He's got some skills. Young man, who taught you how to read blueprints like that?
I used to follow craftsmen, learning to draw lines.
Director Sun, no more questions. This young man passed both blueprints and design concept. Zhang Dong, are you sure there are no problems? After all, this concerns the work at the steel plant, so we can't afford to be careless. Yes, Director Sunday. I still have work at my unit, so I'll head out first. Alright, come by for tea whenever you have time.
Chuang, I didn't know you could build houses. Who taught you?
You can tell just by looking at it.
Chuang, I just don't know how well you guys do your work.
Uncle Sun, don't worry. If the job isn't done well, you can come straight to me about it.
That's all I needed to hear. If I hand this job to you, how long will it take to finish? I'm worried. The factory has given a strict order. All the experts must move in before the Spring Festival.
Before the Spring Festival? That's no problem at all. The only thing is, I'm not sure about paying for the job.
The total project fee is 8,000 yuan. Today, I'll give you a 2,000 yuan advance. The factory will also take care of the workers' meals and accommodation. How does that sound to you?
If you're good with that, then it's settled.
After Chuang left the steel factory, he went to the south gate to pick up glass and cement. When he got back to the village committee office, Li Xueqin was still waiting for him.
Why are you back so late?
I got held up on the way. This is the money from selling the fish. They said the contract for the steel factory dormitory is secured.
Great! Now field work is done, villagers worried not having income. So, how many people need?
Including me, 85 main workers. Each main worker gets 54 yuan, and each helper gets 37.5.
If you go to the grain station to do odd jobs, you only make 2 or 3 mao a day. The pay for building houses is so high, people in the village will be scrambling for it.
As for who goes, I'll leave that to you. After leaving village committee, Chuang took cement from Trop to Li Xuedong's house.
Where did this cement come from?
Uncle, I got this through some connections. I'm planning to build a house next spring. I'll leave the materials at your place for now.
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll keep a good eye on them for you.
After giving his instructions, Chuang went home. As soon as he entered the yard, he heard Qiao Fengyun scolding Li Xueqin.
If you've got the guts, go take it out on your own son. Why are you getting mad at us women?
Chuang was just about to go inside when Li Xueqin came out. Dad, why are you crying?
Li Xueqin, you've really failed this time. Your own son treats you like a thief guarding a house.
Let me ask you, the cement and glass you brought back, did you send them all to your third uncle's house?
You don't have to think about it. It's Qiao Fengyun. What if I did?
If you don't keep things at home, isn't it because you're guarding against your own dad?
You're acting guilty because you have a guilty conscience.
If you were really my son, you'd keep your things at home.
Dad, you almost gave away my lumber. If I left the cement and glass at home, do you think I'd even see them tomorrow?
That's your uncle. You lend it to him, what's the big deal?
Xiao Dashan. He doesn't deserve my stuff.
Ha, you think you're something now? If you're capable, don't call me dad anymore.
Meanwhile, Li Xueqin is going door to door picking workers to build the house. He thought he could do someone a favor, but it turned out to be a tough job.
He counted that guy's skills. No matter how you look at it, he's at least a master craftsman.
Some people want to go but can't. If you think the pay is too low, then don't let Huzi go.
What do you mean? Huzi is your nephew. Don't make the family worry.
84 spots. The Li family took 70 of them. No matter how you look at it, that's not fair at all.
Don't listen to your sister-in-law, old man. Just do as you said. Even though Huzi is young, Li Xueqin cares for his brother, so he put Li Tianhu's name on the list. When Li Xueqin got home, the entrance was crowded.
Whenever there's something good, you only think about the people in your Li family. That's just too unfair. Why is the eldest from the Shuai family just a laborer, while my Tianhuan is just a junior worker? He said, the way you've arranged this just doesn't make sense.
Xu Weidong is a junior worker. Isn't this bullying?
What's going on? The ones who didn't get picked complained to me, and now the ones who did get picked are also here to complain. Right now, Chuang asked for this job and pulled strings to get this work, so we can make money. And you all aren't happy. If you ask me, we might as well stop the fish selling business.
No one dares to fuss. If we stop selling fish, there's less money. Next morning, the village committee's loudspeaker blared.
Attention! All selected for jobs, bring lunchboxes and gather at the village branch office.
Just as Chuang was about to head out, Li Xuechen blocked him inside the house.
You rascal, why didn't you discuss with me going to work in the city? How could you let Xuejing decide?
Uncle Xuejing is the village chief. If he doesn't make the decision, are you supposed to?
If you let him decide, you should look out for your family.
I've arranged for third and fourth uncle. No need to worry.
You get married.
Ha! I bet it was Chow Fengyun brainwashing my dad again. If those two troublemakers go and don't steal the bricks from the construction site to sell, then my last name isn't Li.
Chuang, do I get a share?
You? If you don't want to go, then don't. I'll have my third uncle go instead.
Who said I wouldn't go? Your third uncle's skills can't compare to mine.
Watching Li Xuechen leave with a Chuang, Xiao Fengyun was so angry she started cursing in the yard again.
Alright, is everyone here? Let me say a few words. Once we get to the city, no matter who, you listen to Chuang. If anyone does anything shady, and the factory doesn't handle it, when we get back, I'll have you on the sewing machine. Let's go. Endure hardships, drive a Land Rover.
A group of people rode out on a horse-drawn cart, while Chuang was driving a tractor. With no experience in renovation, you actually want to leave the whole village to build a small villa just to make over 10,000 a month? Chuang arrived at the construction site with the workers. Before we start, a few words. If anyone doesn't follow orders, elder or brother, you're out. Also, finish early, everyone gets a 2 yuan bonus. Oh. Chuang divided 84 people into 4 groups, each responsible for 1 house. After lunch, no workers rested. Focused on the bonus, everyone worked tirelessly until midnight. Early next morning, after instructions at the construction site, Chuang returned to Weihai to fish. From a distance, he saw Li Xuechen leading the fishing. Chuang, winter's here. The surface of Weihai Lake will freeze over, so we'll have to stop fishing for a few days. Uncle, I'll go let the people steel mill. Chuang hurried to the steel mill. There, Li Xuechen walked over. Chuang, tonight bring Tiansheng, Tianhui, and your dad over to my place for dinner. Chuang picked up the money and went to the construction site. Dad, Auntie invited us to dinner tonight. I'm not going. If I go, I'll just have to listen to your Aunt Night again. Yan Xiaozhen comes to the construction site every few days, giving Li Xuechen an earful, telling him to keep Xiao Fengyun in line. If you don't go, Auntie will definitely come looking for you at the site. Seeing that Li Xuechen didn't say anything, Chuang couldn't be bothered to keep talking either. Alright everyone, let's call it a day. It's too cold, so let's get off work early. It's New Year's today, so the cafeteria is giving everyone an extra meal. Chuang brought Tiansheng and Tianhui to Li Xuechen's house. Happy New Year, Auntie. Laughs, come on in, it's cold outside. Chuang, how come your dad didn't come? My dad's afraid you'll nag him, so he doesn't dare to see you. The cafeteria gave him an extra meal this morning too, so don't worry about him. Useless guy. Forget it if he doesn't want to come. Hot pot ingredients brought to table. Today is the first day of 1951. I hope things get better and better for you all. How wonderful. Come on, you 3 eat more meat. You must be exhausted from working at the construction site. It's not tiring when you can make money. Thank you, Auntie. The hot pot was steaming, and everyone ate to their heart's content. Mom, Dad, look. It's snowing outside. Snow is great. A timely snow promises a good harvest. Let's hope the coming year is even better than the last. Although the famine ended nearly 10 years ago, those memories are still deeply etched in our bones. The taste of hunger is something we never want to experience again. Even though the steel mill cafeteria here has good food and drinks, it can't ease the villagers' homesickness. Time really flies. We've been out here for a month already, and I really am starting to miss home. We're almost done. Soon, we'll be able to go home and celebrate a bountiful new year with our wives and kids. Come on, let's finish this drink and head to bed. We have to get up early for work tomorrow. Everyone raised their glasses, except for Li Xuechen, who looked gloomy and unhappy. Uncle, stop drinking. Let's go back and get some sleep. If you want to leave, go ahead. It's New Year's and I can't even drink to my heart's content. Why are you throwing a tantrum like a kid? You've already had plenty, and we still have to work tomorrow. Uncle, Brother Chuang told us not to let you drink too much. Who does he think he is, anyway? I'm not dead yet. It's not his place to boss me around. Just then, the leader of the steel mill walked in and took in the whole scene. Isn't that a Chuang's father? This is out of line. Reconsider promoting a Chuang. The Revolutionary Committee had left, leaving Sun Fumin staring at the struggling Li Xuechen. Tell a Chuang to come back. Li Tianli arrived at Li Xuechen's house. Everyone was in a lively conversation. Li Xuechen was so angry he almost flipped the table. Let's go, we're going to settle this. When Li Xuechen reached the dormitory door, Li Xuechen was still shouting loudly inside. A Chuang finally managed to carve out a future for himself, and now you've ruined it again, you bastard. Xuechen, stop hitting him. Second brother only acted out because he was drunk. Remember this, from now on, I'm not your brother. Tianshen, you take uncle home first. A Chuang looked at his uncle, whose eyes were red, and felt really upset inside. From now on, don't even think about meddling in my business. I don't acknowledge you as my father anymore. You ungrateful brat. How dare you? Just try me and see if I dare or not. After saying that, Chuang left the dorm and went to Sun Mongfu's office. Chuang, how's your dad doing? Drinking too much affects your work, and it's bad for your health too. Uncle Sun, I made things difficult for you in front of the leaders. I'm here to apologize on behalf of my dad. If that's your apology, I'll accept it. I've already explained things to the leaders for you, so don't worry about it. Thanks, Uncle Sunday. No need to thank me, it's tough for us all. New Year's coming. How's the project? At this pace, we finish a week early. That's great, I can rest easy. You should head home and get some rest. Alright. Uncle Sun, villagers working another week. It's getting colder, but work on site hasn't delayed. Today is payday. Besides wages, there's a bonus, and our Chuang got an extra bonus. No one is allowed to ask how much anyone got paid. If anyone breaks this rule, don't think about coming back. Alright, we definitely won't say a word. Everyone, go pack up your things and take your money home to enjoy a prosperous new year. Braving the wind and snow, everyone traveled over 100 li and finally made it home before dark. Didn't his dad say the main job only paid 36? How come it's so much? We finished a day early, so there was a 2 yuan bonus. If we finished a whole week early, of course it adds up to this much, but that still doesn't add up. This is 100 yuan. Chuang did a great job, so he got extra money. I didn't expect it to be this much either. Chuang is the foreman, so of course he earns more. Don't ask about things you shouldn't know. Some people took Chuang's words to heart, but others just let them go in one ear and out the other. Meanwhile, at Erlin's house, old Housey was fuming over the wages. Erlin, how much did Chuang pay you? Didn't I say not to ask about that? And yet you still ask. Just because he doesn't dare to ask, doesn't mean he can't find out. We're all outsiders here, so we know how much he pays his own family. How much someone earns is their own ability. I don't care about that, but if we're doing the same work and you get more than me, then I have to swallow my anger. Anyway, I'm not telling you. If you want to go, just go. Hearing Erlin say this, old Housey's expression changed immediately, and he stormed out in anger. Back when the average annual wage was 2 yuan, you kindly took villagers to the city to work, helping earn over 100 yuan. The villagers were dissatisfied with the wages you gave, badmouthed you, and even blocked your door. Alright, Chuang, open the door right now.
You're knocking so hard. Must be urgent.
Let me ask you, why is my pay less than Erling's? We clearly did the exact same work.
Didn't I say not to discuss wages in private?
You sly fox, make it up to me.
Let's do the math. For a laborer, it's 25 a month, so for a month and a half, that's 37.50. Finishing a week early gets a 14 yuan bonus. I even gave extra rewards to those who worked harder. How did I end up being the bad guy? Lao Si, you're the one who broke the rules. Now you're out, no more city jobs for you.
Chuang gave Lao Si a good talking to, and Lao Si immediately lost his nerve since he was in the wrong. Chuang said, "Old buddy, don't take it to heart." Everyone started chiming in, all talking at once. Word quickly spread throughout the village. That night, Lao Si's parents went finally Shueching, asking him plead their case.
Haven't I said before, once you're in the city, you have to listen to Chuang in everything? But your Lao Si just let it go in one ear and out the other.
Yes, it's all my Lao Si's fault for gossiping and breaking Chuang's rules.
It's no use for me to go talk to Chuang either. How about this? Next time, if you're going to the cold palace again, have Chuang take your Lao San along.
If Lao San can go, that would be great. Thank you, village chief.
Morning, Chuang came to the village committee. You wanted to see me?
Last night, how Lao Si's parents came to my house.
Hey, I don't even have to guess. I know they wanted you to plead for them.
That's exactly it. But I turned them down. How Lao Si broke the rules, he deserves a lesson, that's how I see it. How Lao San's family is having a tough time. In the future, if there's any work, could you take him along?
Alright, I'll do as you say. Can you talk business now?
So, here's the thing. A few days ago, I went to the county for a meeting, right? The committee director said the county's finances are tight, and they want us to take the money from the eel project and use it to subsidize poor villagers. That's just complete bullshit.
Calm down, don't get worked up. So what do you think about it?
The reclaimed land by the sea is collective property of Arli family village, so it should be distributed to the villagers. But this is a lot of money. Chuang, think, how should we handle this money?
Uncle, what do you think about us setting up a pig farm in the village? If everyone invests in this collective enterprise, it'll count as collective property.
You mean, the money from raising pigs and selling fish together with the villagers? It'll count as collective property, so even if the higher-ups come after us, there's nothing they can do.
I agree. Villagers will oppose it.
If we can actually get the pig farm up and running and help everyone make money together, why wouldn't they want to join in?
People used to keep money in their hands, but asking them to raise pigs, who's willing to do that?
So what do you think we should do?
How about, let's distribute the money first, deducting 20 from each person. Over 6,000 yuan, enough for a pig farm. If we want to expand production, then let the villagers invest voluntarily, don't force anyone.
That's a good idea. If someone takes the lead and responds, we won't worry about villagers opposing. Tomorrow, we'll meet village representatives, and you can explain to everyone.
After speaking, Chuang left the village committee office and called Li Shuanong to come along to discuss things at Li Shuagong's house. Chuang, what you said.
Do you think this work? Are you sure it won't mistake?
Third brother, Xuan said. A collective enterprise, collective labor. How could be mistakes?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't really understand all this, but if we're going to do it, you decide how many beds to bring.
I feel the same way. This is a good thing. If we really pull it off, the whole village will benefit.
With his uncle's support, Chuang felt a huge weight lifted. After lunch, he went up the mountain. Halfway, he spotted wild boar tracks.
Could there really still be wild boars on the mountain? I haven't heard any villagers mention it.
Chuang followed the tracks, but after less than a mile, the footprints disappeared without a trace.
No gun, so better not go in recklessly.
As he was to head down the mountain, a shadow suddenly flashed, scaring him that he jumped up a tree.
Wow, turns out it was a roe deer. It's been years since I've run into one.
Chuang crept up to the roe deer, pounced. As the roe deer struggled, he grabbed its neck and held on tight. The roe deer struggled weakly, then went limp.
Tonight, brothers sisters get treat.
Chuang picked up the roe deer and headed down the mountain. At the foot of the mountain, he met the educated youth team leader, Xi Jianxi.
What did you catch this time?
It's a roe deer. Oh, and I saw wild boar tracks up on the mountain. When you all go to bed tonight, make sure to lock the courtyard gate tight.
All right, I'll go back and tell everyone to be careful.
Okay, I'm heading home. Hurry back, Xi Jianxi.
He heard wild boars spotted, hurried back to educated youth spot. Chuang was to head home when he saw someone lying in snow.
Who's collapsed? Lying in the snow a cold day? Aren't you afraid of freezing to death?
Chuang was going over, the man crouching low, crawling forward.
What's going on here? This is like seeing a ghost.
Chuang wanted to shout, but noticed another figure at the youth washing clothes.
Who's that? It's dark and someone's out doing laundry?
Just as he was thinking this, he saw the man from the snowy field suddenly tackle the woman who was washing clothes.
Damn, did I just run into some creep?
Without thought, Chuang charged at man.
Stop. Who are you, so bold as to assault a woman in broad daylight? Chuang, don't hit me. It's me, Ergo. Erguzi, what are you doing? How could the Li family have someone like you? You're a disgrace. Embarrassing us all.
Chuang stopped when tired from beating. When he turned and saw the girl's face, he was stunned.
Song Xiaoyu, how come it's you? Go away. Don't come any closer. If you do, I'll scream for help.
Chuang didn't dare let Song Xiaoyu make a scene. It would affect Song Xiaoyu's reputation if people were drawn over. In this era, a woman's chastity was important.
The pervert is right here. You tell me, what should we do about it?
Chuang, for the sake of us being from the same family, let me go. I won't dare do it again.
Song Xiaoyu was so frightened that she was at a complete loss. She looked at Chuang.
Leave this to me. Don't worry. No fourth person will know about this.
After saying that, Chuang dragged Ergo to the village committee.
Don't forget to subscribe to DLToon so you never miss a new hilarious episode.